They are the poor man's vegetable for a reason. I'm so irritated with myself.
I just finished daycare drop-off, and so now we are going to get to writing. I don't usually write during the workday, but I have a little bit of a lighter work week this week for my small business. So I figured, what the heck? And so I am at my favorite coffee shop in the world. It is the cutest and I love it. And so I am going to get all set up, and I have about an hour and a half. I do have one business thing that I need to take care of first, so I'm going to do that. So I'll probably have two 25-minute sprints here, and my goal is to get to the inciting incident. If you watched my introduction vlog, that was my goal, which was literally yesterday. That was my goal yesterday, and it just didn't pan out. I was busy making my AuthorTube introduction video. And so I totally understand how sometimes authors on AuthorTube are like, it's hard. It's difficult to balance like content creation around your book and then actually writing your damn book. So anyway, we're going to actually write the damn book this morning, and I'm very excited. So let's go. Everybody, so it's the next day and it's late. I actually only got in that one and a half writing sprints at the coffee shop yesterday. I didn't actually get another chance to write. I was really hoping to write yesterday evening, but I just felt really crappy last night. Like my mental health just kind of took a nosedive out of nowhere, which does happen to me sometimes, and I did forget to take my meds for a couple of days and stuff like that. So, you know, there are reasons, I'm sure, that I didn't feel well the other night, but I'm feeling a lot better today. I haven't had a chance to do any writing today. Today was a very kid-heavy day. My twins had their 2-year checkup at the doctor, and then my son had early release from kindergarten. They did 2-hour early release, and I completely forgot. So I get a call in the middle of the day, and they're like, yeah, your kiddo is waiting on the bus for you, and you need to be outside for him to be able to get off the bus. And I was like, crap, of course I forgot. And so anyway, kids have been home a lot of today. I've had a lot of like work to do for my business today, so that's really been the focus. But now it is evening time and I have plenty of energy, which is like so nice. That did not used to be the case. I recently started a supplement. It's called Get Dopa. I'll link my affiliate link below. I genuinely use them and genuinely love them. Like I used to need a nap every single day of my life, and I just like don't anymore, and it's literally so nice. So anyway, I've got time, I've got energy, so let's write. Okay, that was such a good sprint. I think I wrote for like 20 minutes and I wrote almost 600 words, which is awesome. And I finished out the chapter, which is really exciting. Although we still haven't hit our inciting incident, I am just meandering my way through this story. It's probably going to be much longer than it needs to be. There's probably going to be a lot of cuts in revisions, but this is a first draft, not a third, fourth, or fifth draft. This is the time to just write what comes to mind. Okay, so let me share with you my favorite line. It's actually like 3 paragraphs, but I like it a lot, so we're gonna read it. She is at her building checking out the community garden. So it says, "So let me show you your plot. I'm Bisan. I run the garden. The building doesn't pay me much, but it's a nice side gig, you know? And there's really nothing more grounding than digging your hands into the literal ground." She talked a mile a minute as they walked over to a small wooden raised garden bed full of soil and a few weeds. "So I can plant anything here?" Capri asked. She hadn't had a garden in the astral plane, but here, on Earth, it was oddly appealing. She understood exactly what Bisan meant. She could practically feel the soil between her fingers just looking at the empty garden bed. "Yep. Well, no. not weed. But other than that, yep. Here, I've got a few starters for you. Some potatoes. You can just plop those in the soil and they'll sprout come late fall. A few zucchini seeds. Be careful, they'll take over your whole plot, but they are the poor man's vegetable for a reason. You'll never run out of food with zucchini in your garden, that's for sure. Oh, and I've got some flower seeds here. No idea what they are, to be honest. Just found this bag lying around that I scribbled fall flowers on in Sharpie. Capri barely heard what she was saying about the flowers. She was just thinking of all the ways she could eat zucchini. She was daydreaming about zoodles when Basan said, "Need any help getting started?" So yeah, it's not like the most emotionally charged scene. It's just like neighbors getting to know each other, which is always like a little awkward, a little forced, but also like really necessary. And I do think I'm probably going to need to do a couple more passes at this to make it maybe slightly more compelling. Because yes, it is just neighbors getting to know each other, but also like if it's in the book, it's in the book for a reason. And I know why this is in the book. Like, believe me, there is a reason, but I still want it to be like compelling in the moment, not just at the payoff. I'm not sure where I want to go with the next chapter. I feel like the next chapter must contain the inciting incident. Like, we're just getting to a point, like we are at almost 12,000 words and the inciting incident has not happened yet. That's okay, that's fine. I literally just had to go look at my spreadsheet and try to remember what the inciting, like what am I even writing towards? What is the inciting incident? Because I know what it is for the B plot and the C plot, but I completely forgot what it was for the A plot, because the A plot is really the vehicle for the C plot and the B plot is the distraction from the C plot, so that when the C plot really hits, it hits. Like, that's the vibe I'm going for anyway, if that makes literally any sense. Okay, scratch that. I actually just looked at my spreadsheet again, and I actually just wrote the inciting incident for the C plot. So the C plot is going to be the cascade of inciting incidents, because they all kind of have their own thing. But the main inciting incident, the A plot, the plot of the book, has not happened yet, and we have got to fucking get there. But first, I'm gonna go put my kiddo to bed, and then I'll be back. Well, a good 45 minutes later, I am back and ready to get to this inciting incident. Now, I have lost a little bit of steam. Getting kids ready for bed always makes me a little sleepy too. So I'm not holding myself to like writing the whole inciting incident scene and the play out and the fallout and all of that, but I need to get to that moment where it's like the main character is presented with her decision. Okay, I'm so irritated with myself. I did something so fun writing-wise today, and I literally filmed none of it. So in the city I live in or live near, there is a Discord channel for writers. It started as a NaNoWriMo group. It's obviously NaNoWriMo is no longer a thing, and they distanced themselves from NaNoWriMo after everything went down in, I think, mostly 2023 and 2024. If you don't know about that, I'm not doing that here. But just go ahead and look up NaNoWriMo controversy and you'll find a lot of interesting things. But they had distanced themselves from Nano, and now they still exist. They're just like the city like writing group. And I've been in this Discord for literally years, and I've never gone to anything for it, any meetups or anything like that. And I saw an invite yesterday saying like, oh, tomorrow, as in today, we're gonna do this meetup at this coffee shop, and we're just gonna write together for a couple hours. And I was like, I'm looking at my schedule and I was like, I have time, should I do it? And so I went, and it was so fun. I met two other writers. One of them was working on poetry, the other one was working on a really cool collection of short stories. I, of course, worked on my Project Star Stuff novel. I knocked out almost an entire chapter. I wrote like 1,200 words, and we finally got to the inciting incident. Yes, I know, thank you. We finally got there, y'all. And it feels really good. It hit really well. I have a couple of lines I just absolutely fell in love with that I can't give you without spoilers, so just trust me.
chef's kiss. But yeah, I had a really wonderful time. The coffee shop was really cute. It was in like an office park. It was like unusual, but it was great. And the coffee was delicious. And they had sourdough cinnamon rolls. It was so unique. I don't know that I think I prefer regular cinnamon rolls, but it was interesting to try once, you know? So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get around to writing anymore today. Maybe if my kids wanna go to the YMCA, I'll probably bring my laptop and do some writing. But if not, I'll just play with them at home, and I might do writing this evening. I don't know. Part of me is like, yes, get into this story. Like, I'm so excited. And the other part of me is like, I don't know, 1,200 words for a day is pretty good. Like, maybe I just call it. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm back or if you see me tomorrow. Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. I'm up early because I actually got to bed pretty early last night. Like, I was starting to wind down at 8:30. I didn't fall asleep till almost 10:30, but I was just so tired last night. I usually take this supplement called Get Dopa. I think I've mentioned it in this video, but I'll link it in the description. And it helps me a lot with my energy. And I didn't take it yesterday, and I could tell. Anyway, so we're up early today, and we are here to watch a little bit of Brielle, who I will tag below. Love, love, love her channel. And we're here to get a little bit of writing done. But first, I'm gonna do something really fun. I'm really excited for this. So I have a like co-mentor kind of, like we coach each other. We're both coaches. I help people with business and with autism and ADHD. That's like my full-time job. And then my co-mentor, Caitlin Fisher, is a creativity and audacity and book coach. And they created this emerald deck of intuition. And I recently saw them at a writing retreat because I came to give a talk about creating on social media and promoting your book there. And when I saw them, they gave me a copy of their deck, which I am so excited for. If you don't know, I am very big into Oracle decks. I love them very much. And this one looks just beautiful. Like, I'm so excited. So let's dig into it. It says, access your inner knowing. Ah, it's so cool. So there's the little booklet. And then we've got, let's see, the cards. So let's just pull a card, see what we need this morning. What will help guide me in this writing session? We got happy money. That's so interesting. I don't know. Let's look up in the booklet. Okay. It says, this spell indicates money coming, staying put, or going in a way that feels good and without resentment. Consult your inner knowledge and feelings to determine whether you should spend or save for a certain goal. If you aren't thinking of anything particular about money, some is likely on its way to you. Happily. Okay, so our specific question is, how will this guide my writing today? And I think, like, this is such a silly thing, but maybe it's not silly. I don't know. I probably shouldn't discount it. But this card to me says, like, work on your damn book because it's going to get published and it's going to get big. Like, money is coming your way from this book, which, like, is a little bit of pressure, but also feels kind of good. Like, this idea that people will be reading my book someday and loving it and enjoying it. So, all right, let's get to work, I guess. That was actually a pretty good sprint. I feel like I got a decent amount written, like 600 words or so in probably 30, maybe 40 minutes. And so that's good, but I do feel like I'm starting to hit a wall. I feel like I'm getting tired again, which is crazy. I went to bed so early, but I also got up kind of early, to be fair to me. So maybe it's just time to like go take a nap.
Hi there, everybody. Editing Megan here. So I just realized I never actually closed out this vlog. So this is the end. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. If you did get here to the end of the video, why don't you let me know your favorite non-spoiler line from your current work in progress that you wrote this past week. I would love to see what everybody's writing. And thank you so much for watching. If you can take a minute to like this video or subscribe to the channel, it really helps small creators a lot when you do those like really small things. It means a lot to the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next Monday.